Jenny, you're not going to believe what just came across my desk. OpenAI is building their own AI chips.
Wait, like full custom hardware? They're joining the big leagues with Google and Apple?
Oh man, it gets better. They're partnering with TSMC for 3 nanometers fabrication using systolic arrays and HBM. Remember how I geeked out about that with NVIDIA's designs last month?
Hold on, systolic arrays? Those are the ones that handle matrix math like neural nets crave, right? But why go custom when everyone uses NVIDIA?
Exactly. Populations of extremely gated analogs at scale. So here's the kicker. Their lead architect is Richard Ho from Google's original TPU team. That's like bringing in MVP-level expertise.
But semiconductor design takes ages. We're talking, 5 years from concept to production?
Normally, yes. But get this. Their tape-out phase could complete this year with mass production probably in 2026. You hearing the urgency here?
That timeline's insane. Between Stargate's infrastructure goals and needing cheaper compute, they must be burning through cash.
Oh, absolutely. Which brings us to the financial angle. Each chip version costs $500 million to develop. That's before TSMC's multi-million-dollar mask sets.
But here's what I don't get, Mark. Why wouldn't they just license existing IP? Why shoulder the R&D hell?
3 words. Vertical. Integration. Power. Imagine controlling your whole stack. No more 10x markups on essential hardware. Also, future-proofing against supply chain chaos.
Suri's mainframe versus AWS? Wait, no. More like Apple's M-series breaking Intel's grip? But what happens to NVIDIA here?
It's positioning, Jen. OpenAI wants baseline leverage in negotiations. Remember when Tesla stopped using Mobileye? Similar play, nice GPU empire you've got there.
Be a shame if someone open-sourced alternatives? You think this accelerates Ampere competitors too?
Bingo. But here's the aha. These chips aren't meant to replace GPUs entirely. They're building specialized muscle for their unique workloads.
So supplementing rather than supplanting, like how Google uses TPUs alongside conventional hardware. But Mark, 3 nanometers nodes? Are we hitting physical limits yet?
Great question. TSMC's 3 nanometers process gives about 60% higher density than current chips. But as nodes shrink, thermally, power delivery becomes nightmare fuel.
Which circles back to architecture choices like systolic arrays. Less data movement with spatial compute.
Exactly. Remember our coverage of Jim Keller's RISC-V designs using...
Interrupting playfully. Mark, we've got listeners who need hand-holding here. Break down systolic arrays for normies?
Right, sorry. Imagine dominoes. You nudge the first, others follow in sequence. Now make those dominoes math operations flowing through the chip. That's systolic design. Neighbors passing computed data down the line.
So less back and forth to main memory, more efficient? That explains the HBM inclusion too. But what's your take on TSMC's geopolitical risk here?
Huge concern. 90% of advanced chips come from Taiwan. China tensions could strangle capacity. But where else? Intel Foundry isn't ready. Samsung's yield rates.
So risky but necessary. Final thought. Success metrics? How do we gauge if this $500 million gamble pays off?
Watch 2 things. Actual compute cost reductions by 27 and whether AMD Microsoft follow suit. If TSMC uses OpenAI's IP in their design playbooks, game changed.
And if speeds lag NVIDIA's coming Blackwell architecture? Secret sauce needs proof. Okay, team. Dive deeper into this on Thursday's AMA. Mark, always electrifying.